Now, all eyes are on the U.S. Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin's diplomatic trip to India. Austin is currently on a 2-day visit to discuss a range of bilateral issues with India's Defense Minister Rajnath Singh. Lloyd Austin, who arrived in New Delhi, inspected the Guard of Honour at the Indian Defence Ministry earlier today. He was joined by the Indian Defence Minister Rajnath Singh. After inspecting the Guard of Honour, the two defence leaders held bilateral talks. The talks were likely on the modernising of the defence relationship between India and the US. Earlier, taking to Twitter, the US Defence Secretary wrote, "I am returning to India to meet with the key leaders for discussions about strengthening our major defence partnership," further emphasising on how both Washington and New Delhi share a vision for a free and open Indo-Pacific. Austin's New Delhi visit is prominently focused on advancing India-US new defence innovation and industrial cooperation initiatives. The Pentagon, while elaborating on Austin's New Delhi visit, asserted on how the focus will be to modernize the US-India major defense partnership. Austin earlier participated at the Shangri-La Summit in Singapore before visiting New Delhi. This is his second visit to India, the last one being in March of 2021. Austin's trip to India also comes at a time when Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's official state visit to the White House is less than a month away. Both the countries are at an advanced stage of talks concerning the joint manufacturing of indigenous jet engines of fighter aircraft. Meanwhile, the German Defence Minister will also be reaching New Delhi later today. He is on a 4-day visit to India and will be holding bilateral talks with India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh tomorrow. Now, for more on this, we are being joined by our principal diplomatic correspondent, Siddhant Sibal. Hello to you, Siddhant. We are expecting some news from this meeting between the two defence ministers. Take us through what we're expecting from these bilaterals.
Well, Alison, the meet between the Indian Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and his American counterpart has concluded here in Delhi. 3 key focus areas. First, of course, China. The Chinese aggressive actions in the region were discussed, and both countries are aware of what Chinese have been doing. In fact, this is something that has been a concerning development for countries in the region and beyond as well. Secondly, Pakistan. The Indian side told the American side that when it comes to Western equipments in Pakistani hands, this is not very good for the regional stability. And third, of course, the India-US partnership or agreements or deals when it comes to defense equipments. The GE deal, the much touted and talked about GE deal, was part of the conversation. And we know that during the visit of the Indian Prime Minister to Washington later this month, there could be a major announcement on that. Of course, it needs to be notified and has to go through the US bureaucratic processes. But essentially, both countries are looking forward to how American companies can manufacture here in India, something that has been a top priority for policymakers here in New Delhi.
Absolutely, Siddhant. Thank you very much for bringing us all the latest details on Lloyd Austin's India visit.